Hola, hola. It's good.
Say again?
I don't speak Spanish. Sorry.
All right, cool.
You guys made me like I want to play again. I feel, my my mind say yes, but my body. Huh.
Do you get out there and feel grounders or hit fungos and whatnot?
Yes, I do it. I still do it. When you wanna teach a kid how to get it done, that's how you do it. You jump in there and you teaching how to catch the ground ball, how to hit, stuff like that.
When you're managing, you've been managing the Cyclones the last few years.
Yeah.
You've been coaching the last couple of years. When you are instructing them, are you Edgardo Alfonso, the former All-Star, or are you just like the guy who's showing them how to do stuff?
I don't even know who I am. I don't even know it. What happened is I try to talk to the kids and try to explain everything, and sometimes they don't know who I am or who, and that's good. That's good because I don't want to listen to me because who I was. I want they listen to me because I try to teach the best I can do it, And sometimes when they get to know who I was or what I did in the game, they say, "Wow, you like simple guy." I say, "Yeah, we're a simple guy. We're in the same boat. I mean, baseball's still the same from here into the big league." So
Did you think you were going to be a manager when you were younger?
no, no. And then my thought was when I was younger is to play professional baseball and try to be in the play the soonest possible in the big leagues. But after that, I got no plan. After that, plan B was over.
You got called up in early '95.
Yeah.
Were you expected to be calling up, or was that a surprise when you got the call?
It was a surprise. I mean, I mean, to be honest, I think every minor league guy, every time they call to the big leagues, is a surprise because you be prepared for it, and sometimes you not be the guy who been called up. It's been happening a lot. So when they tell you, "Hey, welcome to New York," you and the team is different feeling. So I was surprised. I was so happy, and that was something else for me.
Was New York a different experience for you, like coming to the big city?
Well, that was my only my first team in the big league, so I don't know about somebody else. I mean, some other city, but to me, I think I learned how to play the game here in New York, and the fans teach me how to do it. So, to me, it was really nice. I think one thing I would say to I said it once, I say it all the time. Thanks to the New York fans because they let me know when I was down.
Right.
That's something. No, that's true. I mean, it's something like funny, but to me, when people let you know that you can do better, that's when you step up and say, wait a minute, come on, I can do better. So it's something that I really. I don't know, but I really appreciate that. So I always tell the guy, I always tell the players, the fan will let you know when you can do better, because if you have a talent and you don't put the effort there, they will let you know.
I love baseball more than anything, and 162 games over 100 and some odd days. How do you get motivated for that game in July or that game in August for that many games in that short a period of time?
It is hard. It is hard. Baseball is not easy. It's really a sport that gets you a lot, mentally, physically. But something that you're always thinking about. Sometimes, as a human being, sometimes you don't feel like you want to go to the stadium. When you're watching TV at home and say, "Oh my God, I gotta go back again." This is a job, and the good thing is they pay you to do what you love, and to motivate yourself every day, in and out, day out is hard. But you love it and you prepare yourself every day. That's why ball player go to the ball field, to the stadium around like noontime or 1 o'clock, and they go back home around like 12 midnight. And then the routine. The routine is when I get you really tired, but something that you like. And every time you cross those fair line, is another world. So
What do you guys do that early at 12 o'clock?
well, depend. Um, you can play cards. Most of the time, if you go early, You just gonna work, do something. I mean, you're not gonna go there and lay down on the couch and watching TV. You can do that at home. But every time you go early to the ballpark, it's you're working on your swing, or you want to run, you want to lift weights, or you want to watch a video. You gotta keep your mind busy to do something that's gonna help you during the game.
Were you a superstitious player?
No, no, not really. I just have my motivation. That's it.
So like good or bad, you just same.
Same. I don't. I don't. I mean, I don't. I know a lot of people in this game, in any sport, they're like to be superstitious. I like to do my routine pretty much. It's more in the routine than anything else.
You came up in '95, and the late '90s teams, they continually got better. '97, '98, going into '99. What was it like being a part of a team that incrementally got a little bit better each year?
Well, it was good because you'll be part of a renew the New York Mets, and back in '95, I get to play Bobby Bonilla. I get to see those guys. Wow, I'm here. And then when everybody started being traded, I say, wow, what the hell's going on here? So it's part of the renew of the New York Mets, and to me it was a really happy to be part of the '90s team. So it's really made me so happy to be part of from 2000 World Series down. It was good.
When they're getting rid of guys, but then in '98, '99, they bring in Piazza, they bring in Ventura, they bring in Olerud. Does that change the locker room? And
Definitely. I mean, when you see those guys coming to the team, something's gonna happen. It's something they try to build, like they're doing right now. So when you see, they asked me many times. I mean, when I remember Steve Phillips. Do you remember Steve Phillips? Sure. All right, I do remember well. This guy asked me if I can play second base. Back in those days, I'd say, yeah, I can play second base. I was the only chance that I never played third base. Start with that. The only chance that I have to play every day was third base when they trade Bobby Bonilla to Baltimore, I believe was. So that's what I started playing third base. I was shortstop, original sign as a shortstop and middle infield. So when they had the chance to sign Ventura, I remember Steve Phillips called me and say, hey, come over to the office, and say, oh my God, what's going on? So I come over with my agent, and he told me if I can, they have the chance to sign Ventura, and if I can play second base. I say, well, if the team's gonna be better with him third base, I move to second base, no problem. So when that happened, I was so happy. I mean, Robbie Ventura was third base Gold Glove. I mean, that's a great guy to have in the team. They bring and then some guy's name, Mike Piazza, is coming too. My who? So, and then when you start to see all those guys coming, I say, they try to make something better here for New York, for the New York fans, the Mets.
Going into that '99 year, did you guys feel like you had a chance to go as far as you did?
I think the '19 was better than the 2000 team, right? But you know what? The 2000 team, we went to the World Series. But '99 we had a pretty good chance. I think '99 was the year then everybody's dreaming about it. With all those guys, the lineup was really fear, man. The lineup that we have back then, it was unbelievable.
And the I just remember that cover of Sports Illustrated. You guys are like rock stars at that point.
Oh yeah, I feel good. It's funny when the other team come to New York, then during the batting practice, you get to talk to some guys, there's the guy for the other team. Every time they come to us, I mean, it was me, Ray Ordonez, and Ventura, and all that. We all stretched together, and those guys come and say, hey, today we had to hit the ball on the air. Why is that? Because through the infield, nothing can go through the infield from you guys. So, when you hear people talking like that, you say, "Wow, that's true." So, but it's something that we work on it. We work on. I remember Cookie Roja was the infield guy.
Yep.
Yeah. So during the batting practice, and we play a game. We play, take ground balls and like game situations. And I think this is one of the things that make us better. Get to know where you like the ball being thrown, how do you like to catch the ball here, double play situation. communicate with the first base. Hey, ball here, I got it. Third base, the same thing. Middle infield, same thing. So I think we got a great communication by then. That's why we make one of those great infield.
Managing now, do you still the importance of that communication with the young kids?
You had to keep it. I mean, I try to tell the guys all the time, and this is one of my drills that I have is try to, put everybody in one group, the whole infield, one group. When they're done, they go into the field and they play live. So it's helping them.
The 99 team, you are like one of the most clutch hitters in Mets playoff history. You have the most playoff hits. You had game-winning home runs. Like, do you feel pressure going into those playoffs? The LCS, the DS, the World Series in 2000.
I feel pressure now talking in front of many people. I don't even. I mean, when you're in that situation, you just want to be in those situations. I mean, I was the guy who liked to be patient at home plate, and then because behind me was this guy Piazza, and then later was Ventura. So I think it's make it easy for me. I think Mike did a great job behind me and
get more fastballs,
and more fastball, and enjoy more of the game. But I think to me, I try to concentrate a little more. Especially when you have men in scoring position, something that worked for me, then I don't try to do too much. And I think I try to, tell the guys about that. When you have a man in scoring position, the guy is on pressure right now, is the pitcher. So you don't have to go up there and try to chase bad pitch. Just wait for your pitch and try to go the other way. That way you don't open to zoom, blah, blah, blah. So, stuff like that, and I practice every day during BP, and work out pretty good. So when the opportunity comes, you gotta, remind yourself what you did and what it worked for you.
The 99 LCS, you guys go down 3-0. You come back and win game 4, win game 5. You guys are coming. Do you feel like you have a chance to win that series at that point?
Yeah, like I said, 1919 was better. I mean, we have pretty good champs. We was, fighting back and forth. We never give up. That's one thing. We never give up. Sometimes the things, it don't go the way you want. But, I think the team that we have, I think we could do it all the way, man.
Do you have any moments that you're like, I wish this one thing could have, like, I think of the Zeal ball off the top of the wall, or or the Kenny Rogers piece. Is there like one thing you're like, what, if this one thing changed?
The top seal was in the World Series, I believe.
In the World Series in 2000, yeah.
2000. Kenny Rogers was good. I mean, it was good by then, but that man walk, man. But I think we just we coming short that last game in Atlanta, man. But I think I was so happy because now remember we rebuilding the team, and now this is the first time we're going to the playoff after a while. So that was a pretty good feeling after that. So
who was your favorite teammate during those years?
Well, Rayo, because he's the one I had to babysit all the time. Ray Ordonez. They tell me, hey, you gotta be close to him because he don't speak English. Don't believe that. So that was the guy that I would get him more close because I have to call room service all the time for him, and I have to babysit him. But it was good. I mean, we did an event like a couple months ago. And he come over to New York, so I get to see him. Sometimes I call him, talk. But that was the guy that I get a little more close to.
What about a guy like Ricky Henderson? He has like a lot of those stories.
Ricky loved Ricky, man. Ricky was funny. Ricky was like, remember? I don't know if you guys remember the Commons when they was playing cards in the
Sure.
right and the clubhouse. So he was playing cards with Benitez. They was playing every day for like 2 months, 2 or 3 months. Yeah, I don't know, but it was close. and then I remember Armando's get up because he went to get something, and Ricky was calling him, but he said, "Hey guy, you guy," he don't even know his name. He was played 3 months with Benitez. He don't even know his name. This is amazing. What is the guy's name? The big guy? That was Ricky.
In the organization now, with the guys you've gotten to manage over the last couple of years, coming up through the pipeline, who have you worked with that's kind of gone up through the system, and who do you see that you're working with now that you think going forward are really going to be
The manager?
Yeah, as a manager, yeah, with the guys you're working with now.
What? Hey, you never know. I get surprised. We have a pretty good jump guys. You guys been hearing about Alfonzo? He's my have the chance this year. I don't know about, but I think he's gonna have a chance, pretty good chance this year to try to make the team. We have Jimenez as a shortstop. You got to see this guy playing. He know how to play the game. And I don't know if he's gonna be a shortstop or second base, but I know if he's probably he's gonna be in the big leagues pretty soon. We have a young guys, Ronnie Mauricio. This is Dominican dude, tall guy, like 6'3", tremendous tool. Pitching wise, we have a lot of guys. Then that's gonna prove a lot this year. I mean, last year, but I mean, I had too many in mind right now, but. We'll see what's gonna happen this year. We'll see how they're gonna act this year with those guys that need to be seen by the big leagues, the big league team.
What's the first thing they need to like if they leave, camp or whatever? What's the one thing they need to know to get better to have a chance at the show?
Well, I think besides workout, but besides work hard, it's to get to know that you're coming to the city. That's really demands a lot. And it's gonna be a lot of competitions, and then don't get fooled by New York type of lights, night things, because you come here to play, and it's gonna be time. Then you're gonna go outside and you're gonna take a look how beautiful New York is. But the first thing you have to do is try to perform in the way you're supposed to, and try to work hard. Because this is a chance, then you cannot let it pass so easy. So the tools there. So how are you gonna use your tools to become a major league type of player?
When you're in Montreal and you have 5 hits in a game, are you thinking?
Montreal?
Was it Montreal?
No.
Where were you when you had 6 hits? Houston.
I only have like 3 hits in Montreal. The most that I have one day.
When you have 5 hits in a game, are you thinking
Hold on. It was 6. You're gonna tell me 5? You crazy?
My question is, how hard is it? Like, I gotta get a 6 hit here.
I tried to hit a home run, believe me or not. That was what a day. That was one of my the best day I've been having in baseball. Yeah, it was my first 2 at bats. I mean, I hit 3 home runs and a double and two singles. So it was a good feeling, man. That's something that you don't want the night to be over with, because you see the ball so big, everything was perfect. So after I get to my last at bat. I remember then, I don't even know that I need, I got 3 home runs. Then I tried to choose for the 4th one. And then I hit a bullet to right field. It was a double. So when I get to second base, I turn around and I see the scoreboard. I say 6-6 in the game. I say, what? So it's something that, when you play, you don't get it that, you don't feel that. But when the game's over and everybody's coming to me, I say, did I really did that? So and after that I went to it's funny, I went to my room and I called my wife and I called, hey, you know what I did tonight? I said, yeah, I saw that, I saw ESPN, whatever. So I went to my room and I watched ESPN, and then I tried to see the highlights. They say happy birthday to my Piazza, something like that. And that feel great. Yeah, but it was something then you never thought it was gonna happen. I mean, it happened, and that was a blessing to do it and be and I saw Wilmer like 2 years ago doing the same thing. Yeah. Wilmer Flores, yeah.
I'm going to put the questions out to you guys. If you have a question, the microphone is going to be going around out there.
I thought we're done. Oh my God. I thought that was the last question. All right.
Fonzie, how would you describe the state of the current farm system and what, in your opinion, needs to change to further improve the system?
That question wasn't for me.
The baseball has been changed. Baseball these days has been changed. People bring a lot of stuff to the table, a knowledge, more computer-wise and stuff like that, which one is fine. I mean, we used to do it before without computer. We used to do it before without papers, And then I think, to me, people liked walks a lot. The last couple of years, the Mets been having that program, try to walk some more, on base percentage. I've been told since I play, if you don't hit, you don't play. And sometimes you need to let the guys know that. I mean, you don't have to, I mean, you have to be patient on the home plate and stuff like that, and little stuff like that. But right now, I mean, with the pitchers, they try to percentage of raise percentage or I don't know what the calls, but what I try to is don't try to teach the kids right now to do much, to try to think too much, and that's what happened right now. Right now you call the kid to the big leagues, and now that he's gonna face the books like this with all the information, and sometimes the kids get confused. Me as a manager, as a coach, you get confused too because you don't know what to do. So sometimes make it a little hard for the guys right now to come into the organization. Sometimes what you need is let the guy play because he have a talent. When you see something different or something then it's not go there, you just come in and tell, hey, this is the way you should do it. And right now, I mean, I don't say don't do it, but I think they overdo it too much, and sometimes it doesn't help the kid. And sometimes it doesn't. So depend who the guy is gonna be. I mean, a guy coming from Dominican, he don't have that kind of experience or the kind of education. Sometimes is because it's a sign of 14, 16 years old, and you give you all this paperwork, he's gonna get lost. So sometimes it's hard like that especially for Latin guys. Not only Dominican, for Latin guys, it's kind of hard.
Well, how much of it is feel, and how much of it is prep and knowing your opponent or what the skill sets are?
Well, I mean, it's basically on the game. You when you play, you have to know. I mean, you see the guys right behind with the fastball. You don't need the paper to say, okay, I gotta move a little bit to the other side. A guy is in front with a changeup, or guys that pull the ball all the time. You don't need the paperwork to see I gonna play pull to this guy. You shouldn't know by the game. You shouldn't know by seeing it. The guy throwing hard. What am I gonna looking for? I'm gonna looking for a changeup. I'm gonna looking for a fastball. And those little things like that is I think it's being lost in baseball right now. It's easy, it's good because they go on the computer and they see everything in the computer. They see the chart, where they're gonna play, how you're gonna play this guy. It's easy, but sometimes you're in this position, the guy hit the ball the other way, so you go by instincts. That's what I think.
Hey, Fonzie, I'm so excited that you're here. I grew up with the 90s Mets. You are literally my favorite Met of all time, and I'm so excited that you're here.
I pay you when we get out. Okay.
All right, so listen, Fonzie, my question is related to your career. When the Mets asked you to play third base, you said no problem. Then they said move to second. You said no problem. Then they said move back to third, and you're like, if it makes the Mets better, I'm doing it. And that's part of why so many Mets fans love you so much. My question is, I'll use an example from the current roster. A guy like Jeff McNeil, they asked him to play second, asked him to play third. Now apparently they're going to ask him to play left field. Is it difficult when you get asked to play different positions defensively? Does it affect you at the plate? How does that work?
It'll depend, Depend how does you mentally prepare for that. Definitely the harder position to play is a catcher. And because you're using your legs a lot, you go down, up and down, and you hit. I mean, if you hit it like Piazza, you're good. you know, but not everybody's like Piazza. Definitely, you prepare yourself because if it's gonna be playing time for you, more chance to go to the home play, more at bats. I think you prepare yourself to do it. Maybe some guys it affect a little bit, but like I say, if you love to play, if you that's what you want, it should be fine. I mean, to me, I get to know all the infielders. I get to know how to play every position in the infield, because emergency something happen, I can do it. Sometimes the guy can play one position only. So if you shortstop, I told the guys right now, I told everyone in the minor league, if you shortstop, don't be afraid to take ground ball in second base, third base, and first base, and sometimes the outfield. Because if the opportunity comes to you in the big leagues, they need a second base, and you only play third base, but you're good bat, they're gonna call somebody to play second base. If you can play second base, there's your job. So, I think McNeil, he's been doing that in the minor league. I think it's gonna be a great opportunity to find a bat for him, and he deserves it. I mean, the year they have last year is unbelievable.
Hey, Fonzie. You being born and raised in Venezuela, did you ever find yourself homesick, or did the surrounding Latino community help you feel at home with the food and the culture?
Oh my God. At the beginning of my career, believe it or not, I signed in '91, 17 years old. First time I come out of my house. so I went to Florida, and I love to play. I mean, I signed. I want to play. I want to be with the Mets that I signed with. And then after 15 days, I was in Florida. I want to go home. I was homesick, like you say. I was crying. I say, I want to go home. I want to go home, and I want to see my mom. And then, after that, I got married, and I did my life here. I come into the big leagues. I did my life here in New York and Queens, and when I start seeing my kids going to school, having friends around, be part of the Mets organization. So definitely, I want to go home. Yeah, I want to go home, but I want to come back. I want to come back to New York. So that's why I keep my house here and be part of New York. And sometimes I bring my parents over here too. So.
Hey Fonzie, quick question. So, what guys that were on your team last year, do you think could take like a big step forward this year and potentially make the majors in the next few years?
One guy that I have, he got traded. It's unbelievable. No, Ross, outfielder. He was a tremendous guy last year. He did a great job, and I saw his tool, the way he played. He got it done very serious. So he's a great kid to have in any team. I think he's gonna get great success. I think it's Cincinnati got Trey or something like that. We have a few guys. We have a few guys last year, and Brooklyn Cyclones. Then gonna be they signed Carlos Cortez, second base. He's an ambidextrous guy. You guys, you haven't seen his story? When he play in the outfield, he throw left-hander. When he plays second base, he throw right-hander. So, yeah, that's what he did. So, huh? Yeah, he can hit. He's a little guy. He can hit. He was a third-round pick last year. He played for me last year, so he played hard. He did a great job. I think he's if he continues like that, learn how to play. The problem with him, he was playing outfield before he got signed with the Mets. So he played last year second base for not long, and he needs to learn how to play that position back again. So I think he's gonna move pretty good if he continue play the way he played last year. Ross is the guy that he did tremendous job last year, and you see why he got traded. I mean, they won him. So and the pitching wise, we have a few guys that can move up quickly, too. I mean, the relievers.
A quick question: 99 and 2000 were obviously great years. when 2001 rolled around, we had the 9/11 attacks. I'm curious, for the first game back at Shea, your thoughts on the locker room, the field, the experience, and anything else.
Well, that was really sad moments for New York, and I remember we was playing in we're gonna open the series in Pittsburgh when that happened. So we had to travel from Pittsburgh to New York on the bus because no plane take nothing. So when that happened, when we coming to New York, the George Washington Bridge, we saw the smoke and stuff. I mean, it was so sad. And then we get to the field, and then they tell us about what we can help. I mean, we asked what we need to do. I think we as a team donated one day of our salary to the families of the victims, and that was something that then they say we had to do more, and then everybody started doing the stuff with helping bring foods and stuff like that for the people who needs that. And then when we get to the ballpark, for the first time after that happened, we practice. You see something in the atmosphere, then there was like, oh my God, we're really gonna do this. We're gonna play. And then when the people start coming, all the fans, you guys come and start coming to the stadium, that was something. Then we as a team feel motivation because we're gonna do this for the New York, for the people who got the family lost a loved one. And then when we put the hat for every department in New York, that was something special. That was really special. And then when we started change our hoggers and stuff with the braids, that was something special too, because they feel what's going on in New York. Doesn't matter if we're rival in the field, but we're still human being, and that was something that really feel like wow. And then as a ball player, you try and do the best. You want to win for the fans. You want to win for the people here in New York, and then nothing can be better happen when Mike hit that ball out of the ballpark. And you know who was the guy in front of him? What he did? I put my little parts in that game too.
Edgardo, first a statement. As someone that's been through about 50 to 60 baseball jerseys in the last 25 years of my own, yours was the first for me.
Really?
My first jersey was an Alfonzo jersey.
Thank you. Nice. Appreciate that.
My question to you is, you did state originally that you weren't thinking about managing when you were younger and you were just thinking about playing. Now, however, that you've coached and managed, are there possibly any aspirations for managing on a major league level?
Wow. What I say here, stay here, okay? Yeah, like Vegas. Why not? I mean, yes. I don't know what team was gonna be, but no, but first of all, when I started this job as a coach, that's what I want. I remember I told Jeff and the owners and the GM. I tell them, I don't want to be a manager right now. I want to be a coach. I want to learn how things work and with player, because it's different. Now it's different. You don't depend on you. You got to depend on the sky. And sometimes you're gonna have back and forth with the guy because he don't want the way you're playing or something, And being a manager, this the hard part about it. And I told them I want to be a coach. I want to learn, and then maybe in the future I can be a manager. So that future's come 2 years ago. Yeah, they push me and say, now you're gonna be a manager. I say, all right. But it's really interesting. I like to, I mean, I like to learn more because it's different. Be a manager is different. I mean, you gotta make a choice in 1 second. If it's good, you're the greatest. If it's bad, you know what's gonna happen. But it's not easy. So I feel passion I feel really motivating for. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but I would like to some days be a manager in big leagues.
Fonzie, last year on the major league level, we had some situations where a bunt was called for, but it wasn't employed because the major league players had never bunted before. Have this filtered down to the minor league coaching and managerial staffs where fundamentals are stressed a little bit more going forward so players are prepared to play in the major leagues?
I just say that before. I mean, they try to change the game. The game is being posted since who knows. And if you don't bunt, you cannot move the guy over. And when the guy's first play, you go to second base close to the home plate. So not everybody's gonna hit the home runs. Not everybody's gonna hit the ball hard. Sometimes you need the guy to bunt in, to learn how to play the game. You need sometimes you need the guy to hit a ball sacrifice, and people say the percentage about when you bunt in is this and that, and say no, man, the baseball is still the same. Don't complicate it. Everybody's not Mike Trout. Everybody's not Carlos Stanton. They can hit the ball out all the time. So you can win the game as bunting. You can win the game, walk the guy. You can do little things, the fundamental to win games. Right now, I don't know what the managers or coaches or owners or whoever is thinking about it, but that been changed the games a lot. And I think we need bunting. We need to do fundamental to win games. I hope this year we're gonna back and teach that the old school baseball.
Fonzie, I'm curious to get your opinion of the shift and what it means to you and what you counsel players who are really good hitters against the shift. Because to me, it's like lay down the bunt.
Oh, my God,
just do it. Just go to the opposite field because, like, it's total bullshit. Why not do it, okay? You know what I mean?
You're right. Against the chips and all this movement they're doing, you don't need a paper to do it. When you play in the infield, you shouldn't know the guy's hitting. You shouldn't know the guy's pitching. And from that, I mean, I don't like to overdo it because, like you say, the guy can bunt, or maybe the guys get on base. Now you try to be careful. The guy don't hit the ball out, but now he's on base. When the pitcher got some people on base, get more pressure, and sometimes they don't throw the same way. So, it's fine. I mean, you get Barry Bonds, you're not gonna play the opposite. You're gonna play pull because what he's trying to do is he's trying to pull the ball and try to go deep. When those big guys like that, you play pull a little bit, but don't overdo it. You see what Beep Papi did when they played Ship? He let down the bunt. Now when I say this, and we play in the minor leagues, we play against Houston. Everybody, when there's right-handed hitter, they all come to left side. So there's a big gap between first and second base. I say, oh my God, look at that hole right there, And I told the guys, man, I wish when I play, I see something like that, because it's gonna get instead of have a 190 hit, you got 200 something hits, because people they don't take advantage about that.
Fonzie, in the earlier sessions, we were talking about the addition of Chili Davis as the new hitting coach and his philosophy of old school baseball. My question for you is, once you get to the majors, how much does a hitting coach matter versus what the guy's always done?
Well, now when you get to the big leagues as a hitting coach, you just work more mentally with the guys. It's more mentally. Definitely, sometimes, as a hitter, and play 100 and something games every day, plus BP, extra work. Sometimes you don't feel like you're tired, but you are, and that's when you start to have like bad habit. Maybe you drop down a little bit, you jump a little bit, you go forward a little bit, you let back a little bit. So that's when the hitting coach had to come in and watch a video and watch you as a hitter and tell you, hey, let the ball come to you, or attack this pitch, attack that one. Your elbows going down a little bit. Your right front shoulders is open, going up. So little things like that. Because whoever's coming to the big leagues is because they have a talent. They can play that level. So you just rewind a little bit and tell them, hey, how did you get here? Why did you get here? And this is how you get in here. So that's why this is the way you used to hit. This is the way you used to catch the ball, And hopefully Chile is coming with the old school baseball, old school swing philosophy. Because like I say, the upper thing, upper high, whatever. Me personally, I don't believe in that. I believe it's get on top of the ball, try to use the whole field to hit, and little things like that.
Fonzie, what lessons did you learn about managing from Tom Gamboa, and did your brother give you any advice about managing in Brooklyn?
Well, my brother don't want to give me any advice because, you know why? Because he's the one who win more games in Brooklyn. He's the number one. But he say, you don't want to take my record now. No, I think Tom Gamboa, it was a great guy. To me, it was really, really, really nice. He teach me. He always tell me, hey, when this happen, that's how you're gonna do it. So the more important about this is how you're gonna change the pitcher at the right time. Who you're gonna bring against who. So little things like that. And they ask me, I asked Tom, how about when guys get angry because he don't play every day? I say, don't worry about it. That's gonna happen. I say, all right. So because it happened a lot. So I think the more important that he told me is try to be serious what you're doing, but don't be too serious with the guys, and enjoy much as you can. And pitcher is the main key for this game. So Todd did great with me, great mentor. Done? Oh.
Hey, Fonzie, is it more difficult to teach a younger player when you're playing half your games on artificial turf in Brooklyn, and then you have the grass fields on the road? How hard is that on the younger players?
Well, it is complicated a little bit because when you play in the AstroTurf field like Brooklyn, the guys create a bad habit. They get a bad habit because they don't move their feet the right way. They don't be aggressive, attack the ball the way it's supposed to. When you come onto the natural grass, everything is different. You had to come and get the ball. You had to move. You had to be careful with the bat bounces. You had to move your legs. Little things like that that make it a little difficult for the guys to learn, especially when the guys coming from high school. They've been playing after turf all year round, and they come inside with the Mets and they come into Brooklyn. They still playing all year round there, but when they go on the road, it's kind of difficult. So every time we play series in Brooklyn, and then we're going to like Staten Island, I try to get those guys early to the field. That way they get used to the natural grass.
All right, Edgardo, thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
Yeah? Can I go drink now? No, I got my water. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.